Ever wonder how a company can, like, stay on top of their game for over half a century?
It's impressive, right?
Today, we're diving into the world of metal fabrication
Okay.
with a company, get this, a company that's been around since 1960, Hausman Metal Works.
Wow.
Family owned and operated that whole time.
That's pretty rare these days, especially in this industry.
What's wild is they've, like, clung to that old school, handcrafted quality thing,
Yeah.
but they're not afraid of, like, new tech either.
It's a tough balance to strike, for sure.
So, Hausman, they do everything. They're like your one-stop shop for anything metal. Classic sheet metal, roofing. They even do it 24/7.
Really? 24/7 roofing, that's commitment.
Talk about above and beyond, right?
Absolutely.
But then, get this, they've got these, like, futuristic technologies.
Right.
5-axis water jet cutting,
Yep.
fiber laser cutting. It's wild.
They're not messing around. You know that tagline they've got, innovation and collaboration to achieve the incredible?
Right.
It's not just marketing. It's like their whole ethos.
Okay, so let's break down those innovations a bit.
Sure.
5-axis water jet cutting. What is that? Is it like a giant water gun for metal?
Well, you're not too far off, actually. It's basically a super high-pressure jet of water, so precise and powerful it can slice through metal, well, like a hot knife through butter.
No way.
And the 5-axis part means it can make those cuts from any angle you can imagine.
Get out of here.
It's incredible. You get these crazy, intricate designs that you just, like, you couldn't achieve with traditional methods.
It's mind-blowing how far we've come. I mean, from saws and torches to water jets and lasers.
Right. Talk about a technological leap.
It's not just about being flashy, though, right?
Definitely not.
What are the real advantages for Hausman's clients?
Well, think about it. The old ways, so limiting. Complex cuts were tough. You could only work with certain thicknesses of material. And don't even get me started on the time it took.
Yeah, I bet.
Water jet and laser cutting, it's a game changer. Faster production, less wasted material, and the precision. Unmatched. You can create designs that were basically impossible before.
So it's not just cool tech, it's like smarter business for everyone.
Mhm.
But how does a company with, roots, going back to almost like, what, the horse and buggy days of metalwork,
Right.
make that jump to the future of fabrication?
It's their ability to adapt, I think. It's one thing to, buy the fancy new equipment, but they've taken that technology and actually woven it into their existing workflow, their dedication to quality. It's really impressive.
So they haven't lost sight of, like, who they are at their core.
Exactly. They even talk about how a lot of the tasks that used to be done manually are now automated, which actually enhances their craftsmanship because those machines are so precise. It's pretty remarkable.
It's like the best of both worlds, right?
Totally.
They're not abandoning their roots, but they're not afraid to grow either.
Exactly.
Speaking of growth, I was struck by the fact that they specifically mentioned their certified safety program. That's not something you see every day.
And for good reason. It's essential, especially in an industry that, let's face it, can be pretty risky. Having a certified safety program doesn't just protect their workforce, although that's obviously priority number one. It also makes sure projects are completed on time and without a hitch, which is a win-win for everyone.
It's thinking about the big picture,
Absolutely.
Hausman's been around for generations. They're all about innovation, but without sacrificing the human touch.
Mm-hmm.
And they're clearly committed to safety at every level.
They're a model for any industry, really.
It makes you wonder, though, in a world where everything's about mass production and, cutting corners, how do we hold on to that same level of quality and care?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's easy to get caught up in the rush, but Hausman shows us that it's possible to do things differently. It takes a conscious effort, but the results speak for themselves.
That's a good thought to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the incredible world of Hausman Metal Works. Until next time.